Was he unavailable?
He was unavailable. I don't know exactly what happened, but Yoder came to me late third and said Al was out. So I haven't. I'm not sure what it is.
And kind of to that point, they had 21 offensive rebounds. Is that the game?
Yeah, that's the game. A lot of them turned into threes. A couple of Caleb Love's threes were offensive boards. 28-10 second chance points. So that's the game. They're an athletic team, even missing a couple of their guys. They're super athletic. They crash, put a lot of pressure on us, and that was the difference.
Steve, how do you overcome a size deficit like that? Steph said you guys have to play bigger than you are, but as a team, when you're facing a lineup with like 4 6'8" players, how do you overcome that?
Well, you overcome it with execution and hitting bodies, rebounding wise, and we tried to play big more in the second half. Obviously, we started Quentin for Will, and then we played Trace some. So we tried to just keep our bigger guys out there. But give them credit. They played a great second half.
Steve, you mentioned their athleticism and the size advantage that they had. So was there a point maybe putting in Trace Jackson-Davis earlier in the game to kind of match that athleticism and grab some rebounds? Because the second chance points, I believe, was 28-10, which, as you kind of mentioned, that was the game right there. So is there something that Trace Jackson-Davis isn't doing to get more minutes when there's a big size advantage like that?
It's definitely an option, yeah.
Steve, why do you think the defensive consistency hasn't been the way you guys want it so far this year?
I think overall our defense has been pretty good, actually. Tonight what hurt us really was the second chance stuff. I thought Avia was fantastic. I mean, just getting downhill early in the game, he found Klingon for a couple of lobs, and that's where we decided we've got to get bigger out there, and started going to the two bigs with Al and Quentin and Draymond, and then eventually Trace as well. I think we're going to be just fine defensively. I'm not worried about our defense. I'm more worried about our offense right now. Not a whole lot of rhythm, not a lot of flow. So this week will be really good for us to get some practice time. Starting Sunday, tomorrow will be off, and we'll get some work in Sunday, and a couple more practices during the week. So it should be a good week for us.
What do you think you need to do to unlock stuff offensively?
To
unlock everything offensively?
Well, I thought we found a good flow, on the road trip. Both games in San Antonio, even the Orlando game, I thought we played pretty well. But the turnovers hurt us. Tonight, ironically, it was not the turnovers. We did a decent job taking care of the ball. So we've got to find a little better rhythm and find some actions that can give us some, get other people involved besides Steph and Jimmy, and try to get other people going as well.
With what Portland did on the offensive glass tonight, and then also think about some of the other teams in the West, like Houston, Oklahoma City can play double bigs. How big of a concern is defensive rebounding?
It's a concern. I mean, we have been playing relatively small lineups with Draymond at the 5. We can, we'll think about going back to Quentin to get more size out there. That's definitely a possibility. So we'll just have to, get a good gauge on our team here this coming week, and watch the film and see if that's something we want to do.
Steve, there's been times in the past when you guys were also smallish, but you were top 5 sometimes in rebounding. 22nd right now. How hard is it to get back to where you want to be with the roster you have?
I think we can get back there, but we may have to, shift the combinations a little bit and play bigger more often, play two bigs more often. Somebody with Dre, whether it's Al or QP or Trace. So we have to look at that for sure.
Hey, Steve. Off topic, today was the 50th celebration of the 1975 NBA championship for the Warriors. Is there anything you have in memory of that championship, watching as a kid maybe?
I do remember watching the game and seeing the celebration. I was 9 years old, I think, at the time. So not vivid memories, but I remember seeing the celebration when they sealed it in Washington, and got to know those guys a little bit over the years. Always fun to see them and welcome them back to the Bay.